In this video, we will give you brief explanation about pointers to arrays.
Immediately it starts pointing to this location. Okay, and inside this memory location, what's the value we have placed? 10. 10 is the value. That means what? This is a pointer variable. It holds the address of this variable. Address of this variable. What is the address of this A variable? 2046. 2046. So like that, you can assign address of this variable to this pointer variable. So what is a pointer definition? What is the definition for pointer? How can you define a pointer?
To store the address of another variable.
Pointer is a variable which holds the address of
another variable.
Okay, so this is about pointers. So now let us see
Another
pointers to arrays. What is the next topic? Pointers to arrays.
Array.
So what is an array? Array is a collection of similar data items. Okay, so then what it is having what? More number of memory locations, and always the base index of the array starts with what? What is the index? Base index of the array? Zero. Okay. Zero. Now let us see how to declare the array variables and how to assign the address of that array to that pointer variable. Okay. Now wait a minute, just a minute. So here I am deleting this one. Now see. Now I am declaring one array variable. What I am declaring? One array variable. So int. So A is the name of the array I am taking here, and the size I am taking here 3. What is the size of this array? 3. And for this array, I am assigning 3 elements. Why? Because size I have taken 3. So that's why I'm trying to assign 3 elements to this array. 10, 20, 30. Yes or no? 10, 20, 30.
Yes, ma'am.
Now semicolon. Now here I'm declaring pointer variable that is also integer type. Pointer variable star p. Star p is the pointer. The star indicates what? P is a pointer variable. It is a pointer variable. So it is also integer type. So here one more variable I have declared, that is a pointer variable. Now here what I am doing here int. So what is this pointer variable name? P. So P equal to A. What it means? P equal to A means what? P equal to A means what? Otherwise tell me. P equal to address of A. What it means? That means what? We are assigning the address of this variable to this pointer variable. Which address we are assigning to this pointer variable? So now here, see, here we have declared one array, right? So if you declare one array, so that based on the size, 3 memory locations will be allocated to this array. How many memory locations are there for this array? 3. So base index is 0, next one is 1, then 2. Okay? Inside this memory location, 10 is there, and here 20 is there, and here 30 is there. Okay. Similarly, for pointer variable also one memory will be allocated, right? Pointer variable also one memory will be allocated, and the address of this one is something else. You can take any address you can take, and this is the memory location for this pointer variable, right? Now we have assigned the address of this A. Which address we are assigning? Can anyone? It is having 3 addresses, right? Suppose the address is here 2046. First address is 2046. And second address is what? What is second address?
47.
47 or 48?
47.
47 or 48? 47 or 48? 48. Why it is 48? Why? Because for integer, it allocates 2 bytes. That means this memory location is having 2 bytes of memory. For integer, it is 2 bytes. Each byte will have a separate address, right? So it is 2046, then 2047. Both the addresses will be assigned to this base index. Next address is what? 2048. Then after next address is what?
2050.
2050. If it is a character, 2046, 2047, 2048. But it is an integer data type. So 2 bytes for each variable, 2 bytes will be allocated, right? Now see, here address of this array, we have assigned to this pointer variable. Then which address we have assigned? Tell me. Which address? Here the array is having 4 addresses, 3 addresses, 2046, 2048, 2050. Address of this array, we have assigned to this pointer variable means what? What it indicates, what it represents. Base address of this array, base address. So what is the base address of this array? 2046. So if you are assigning address of the array to this pointer variable means base address only we are assigning. Not the second address, third address, fourth address. Base address only we are assigning. So what is the base address of this array? 2046. So if you assign base address of this array, immediately it starts pointing to this location. Immediately it starts pointing to this location. Then after indirectly you can access the value. That means how to access the value? With using the star symbol. Star of PTR plus I. PTR plus I. Okay. So it means for base, suppose if I will have taken I equal to 0. So we have used I value in the for loop. I equal to 0, then I less than 3, I plus plus, right? Now PTR plus I means what? PTR plus I means what? PTR is having what? 2046 address. 2046 plus 0. 2046 only. That means base index is 0. I value is 0. That means what? It starts pointing to this address. From this location, we are taking the value. Our stars indicates what? Value. That means what? 10 will be printed as the output using printf function. Then after I value will be incremented. Now I equal to 1. I equal to 1. That means where it moves? Now it moves the next memory location, that is 2048. Then with the help of a star of PTR plus I, you can access the second element from that index 20. Then after PTR plus I, that means I value will be incremented. Now I becomes 2. That means what? PTR plus I. That means what? It moves to the next memory location and it starts pointing to this address. Then you can take the value. Star indicates what? Value. Then you can take the 30 from that memory location and it will be printed. That means here what we are using? We are using pointers and arrays. Pointers and arrays. So with the help of PTR plus I, star of PTR plus I, you can move the pointer variable arrow symbol from one index to another index. Then you can access the value and you can print that value. Star of PTR plus I means what? Value at this address. Value at this address. So first value is what? 10. Where we are taking this value? From 2046 address. PTR, it is having 2046. Base index is I. That means 2046 only. So from that memory location, we are accessing the first element 10. Then after I value will be incremented. PTR plus I. Okay, that means what? It moves to the next memory location. This pointer variable, it starts pointing to the next memory location. Then you can take the element from that location. Then after I value will be incremented. PTR plus I. Again, it moves to the next memory location. Then after you can access that element from that memory location, that is 30. So like that, using pointers and arrays, you can access the elements indirectly. Suppose if it is only one variable, so only one value you can able to access. Okay. But here it is an array variable. We are using what? Array. So array is having how many memory locations? More than one memory location. Okay. But even though it is having more than one memory location, we are assigning the base address of this array to this pointer variable. Yes, is it clear? Then
Yes,
after,
ma'am.
with the help of PTR plus I, that means from one index to the another index pointer, it starts pointing to the next location. Then after you can access the values from those array memory locations. So like that, you can use pointers and arrays in your program. So this is called what? Pointers to arrays. Pointers to arrays. Now let me show. See here. So here what is pointers to arrays? Just a minute, Amma. So pointers is complete. This program also you have noted down, right? Yes or
Yes,
no?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Next topic, pointers to arrays. Note down, pointers to arrays. Yes, write down. Pointers can be used with array. Pointers can be used with array for efficient programming. For efficient programming. Full stop. We can access array elements. We can access array elements by using pointers. We can access array elements by using pointers. Full stop. Next. The name of an array itself is a pointer. The name of an array itself is a pointer that indicates the starting address of an array. The starting address of an array. Full stop. Now note on this example. Example, int ARR of 5 equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 elements we have initialized to this array. First one is what? Array variable we have declared with the size 5. Then after 5 elements initialized or assigned to this array. And next line is what? One pointer variable we have declared here. Int star ptr. Now what is the third statement we have written here? PTR equal to ARR. What is ARR? Array. That means what? PTR equal to ARR means what? Base index address of the array we are assigning to this pointer variable. Base index address we are assigning to this pointer variable. Then it holds what? Base index address of the array it holds. So if it holds base index array, it starts pointing to that address location. Yes or no? Yes? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, note down. Note down these 3 lines. Then after you need to note down the program. These 2 lines also note down. Here ARR is ARR of 0. Then ARR of 1 is ARR plus 1. For your understanding purpose, you need to note down these 2 lines also. Then only you can able to understand. Yes, completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now see the program. Yes. So already you know. So 2 header files you need to include. What are those 2 header files? First one is hash include
stdio.h.
Second one is
pune.h.
hash include pune.h. Very good. Yes. After that void main function. Yes. Then open brace. And see here. The same example what we have taken, that is only I am taking here. Int ARR of 3 with 3 elements. We have declared one array variable with size 3 and for that array assigned 3 elements. Then after 2 more variables we declared here. Those 2 variables are, one is I and second one is pointer variable. I and pointer variable. I we have declared here to use inside the for loop. And pointer variable we have declared here to store the address of the array. Okay? And these 2 variables also integer type. What is the data type we have given here?
Integer type.
Integer type. That means array also integer type. I and PTR variables also integer type. Right? Now, see the third line. So PTR equal to ARR. PTR equal to ARR means what? Base index address of the array we are assigning this PTR, pointer variable. PTR equal to ARR means what? Base index address of the array assigning to this PTR variable. Yes, completed. Now see here. Printf, enter elements. What you need to enter? So you need to enter the elements in the array. Okay. So now Already we have entered, yes, we need not to enter. We need to print the elements. Why? Because we have assigned the values here, right? So here we are trying to print the elements. So print the array elements are, so we need to use the for loop, right? That means when you are using the arrays in your program, compulsory for loop is required to use either to read the elements or to print the elements. So already we have assigned the elements to the array, right? Now here what we are trying to do? We are trying to print the elements. So to print the elements, we are using for loop. See this one. For I equal to 0. What is I equal to 0 means what? I equal to 0 means what?
Base value.
Base index address, base index value, we are assigned to the I variable. I equal to 0. This means what? Initialization. I value, I we are assigning to 0. I equal to 0 means what? Initializing 0 to the I. Now, I less than 3. Why I less than 3? We have taken I less than 3. Why it is 3?
Size.
Size of the array. Size of the array 3 we have taken. So that's why I less than 3. Then after I plus plus. So for loop we have 3 expressions. First one is initialization. Second one is condition. Third one is operation. Right? Now see here. Printf %d/t to give the space, then star ptr plus I. What is this one? Star ptr plus I. So inside this ptr, what the address is there? Base index address is there. Okay, I value is what now? 0. That means for base index address plus 0, base index address only. Okay, from that address, it takes the value. This star indicates what? It takes the value from this address. That means the base index address. From this base index address, it takes the value and it prints that value here, %d. It prints that value, completed. After printing the first element, then it goes to the for loop I plus plus. The I value will be incremented. What is I value now? 1. That means initially we have taken 0. After that, the value will be incremented. Now it is 1. So 1 less than 3. Condition true or false?
True, ma'am.
True. So if it is true, again it comes to the block. Printf %d. Which value it prints here? ptr plus I. ptr plus I, what is the I value? 1. That means what? It moves to the next memory location. It moves to the next index. ptr plus I. I is what? 1. That means what? It moves to the first index. 0th index address is over. Next it moves to the first index. Then from that index, it takes the value. Star means what? It takes the value from this address. Then it prints that value. Second value printed. Now it goes to the I plus plus. Again, I value will be incremented. I equal to what? 2. Now 2 less than 3. Condition true. So then what will happen? It goes to the ptr plus I. ptr plus 2. That means for next memory location. That means next index. So it moves to the next location and it takes the value from that location. Then it prints that value. Third element also we have printed. Now again it goes to the I plus plus. Now I value is what? 3. 3 less than 3. Condition failed. Okay. So if this condition fails, it will not enter into this block. Okay. It comes out of the loop. So like that, with the help of for loop, arrays and pointers, you can able to print the values. You can able to print the values. So how we have written the statement here? See, star of ptr plus I. Star of ptr plus I. ptr is the base index address. Base index address plus I, index number. That means first index. That means 0th index. Then after I value incremented. Next, it moves the next index. Then after I value will be incremented. Now it moves the next index. So like that, it moves from one location to another location and it takes the values from those memory locations. Then it prints those values. Okay, now is it clear? Any doubt in this program? So here what we are doing here, we are using pointers and arrays. Pointers and arrays. So that's why it is called what? Pointer to arrays. Why we are combining these pointers and arrays here? For efficient programming. For what? For efficient program. This is about pointers to arrays. Is it clear to everyone or any doubt in this program? Yes, some any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
not on this program. Not on this program.